Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by their defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now let's go.
Perez on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Perez. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking to throw. Perez. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set. Blue landing.
On first down, they run with Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on first and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Back down it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Benny Fowler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Perez. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This is Howard on second down, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. To throw is Perez. To throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Perez, throwing on 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New York set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
On third down, Barkley. Able to power through. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You get Bishop.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
3-19! Detroit!
Perez now. A final shot before break. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go now. Green.
They pitch out to Howard. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Here's Tate to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit!
Now Jones. He's going to let one fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Perez looking to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw on second down, Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's a give to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Now let's go.
Perez on 1st down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll go on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Jones operating from the gun, looking for Shep, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 17-3. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept you.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he's got it up and through. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Barkley, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Now it's Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Operating from the gun. Perez works over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! 319! 319!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perez. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Perez. Going to throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
New York set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit!
Now a first throw here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here, but you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Eagles' offense back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Perez. Off the play fake. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley. And an alley to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things now as they sink.
Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. I do the Maybach on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. He said it's a them pretty don't be talking sideways. He said you look like